Arti, also spelled arti, arati, arathi, arthi, is a Hindu religious ritual of worship, a part of puja, in which light from wicks soaked in ghee or camphor is offered to one or more deities. Artists also refer to the songs sung in praise of the deity, when lamps are being offered. Origin: arti is derived from the Sanskrit word aratrika, which means something that removes ratri, darkness. Another word from which arati is thought to be derived is the Sanskrit word aratikyam, Sanskrit, a currency aaanaa currency a currency. A Marathi language reference says it is also known as Niranjana, Sanskrit, aaaaan euro aaa currency yena currency oya. Arti is said to have descended from the Vedic concept of fire rituals, or Homa. In the traditional arti ceremony, the flower represents the earth, the water and accompanying handkerchief correspond with the water element, the lamp or candle represents the fire component, the peacock fan conveys the precious quality of air, and the yak-tail fan represents the subtle form of ether. The incense represents a purified state of mind, and only a unregistered trademark S intelligence is offered through the adherence to rules of timing and order of offerings. Thus, only a unregistered trademark S entire existence and all facets of material creation are symbolically offered to the Lord via the arti ceremony. The word may also refer to the traditional Hindu devotional song that is sung during the ritual. Practice: arti can be simple to extravagant, but always involves flame or light. It is sometimes performed 1 to 5 times daily, and usually at the end of a puja or bhajan session. It is performed during almost all Hindu ceremonies and occasions. It involves the circulating of an arti plate or arti lamp around a person or deity and is generally accompanied by the congregation singing songs in praise of that deva or person. In doing so, the plate or lamp is supposed to acquire the power of the deity. The priest circulates the plate or lamp to all those present. They cup their downturned hands over the flame and then raise their palms to their forehead. The purificatory blessing, passed from the deva's image to the flame, has now been passed to the devotee. The arti plate is generally made of metal, usually silver, bronze or copper. On it must repose a lamp made of kneaded flour, mud or metal, filled with oil or ghee. 1 or more cotton wicks are put into the oil and then lighted, or camphor is burned instead. The plate may also contain flowers, incense and akshata. In some temples, a plate is not used and the priest holds the ghee lamp in his hand when offering it to the deities. The purpose of performing arti is the waving of lighted wicks before the deities in a spirit of humility and gratitude, wherein faithful followers become immersed in God's divine form. It symbolizes the 5 elements: space, wind, fire, water, earth. Community arti is performed in the mandir. However, devotees also perform it in their homes. Significance: arti can be an expression of many things including love, benevolence, gratitude, prayers, or desires depending on the object it is done to/for. For example, it can be a form of respect when performed to elders, prayers when performed to deities, or hope when performed for homes or vehicles. Emotions and prayers are often silent while doing arti, but this is determined by the person carrying out the ritual or the holiday involved. It's also believed that goodwill and luck can be taken through symbolic hand movements over the flame. When arti is performed, the performer faces the deity of God and concentrates on the form of God by looking into the eyes of the deity to get immersed. The flame of the arti illuminates the various parts of the deity so that the performer and onlookers may better see and concentrate on the form. Arti is waved in circular fashion, in clockwise manner around the deity. After every circle, when arti has reached a bottom, the performer waves it backwards while remaining in the bottom and then continues waving it in clockwise fashion. The idea here is that arti represents our daily activities, which revolves around God, a center of our life. Looking at God while performing arti reminds the performer to keep God at the center of all activities and reinforces the understanding that routine worldly activities are secondary in importance. This understanding would give the believers strength to withstand the unexpected grief and keeps them humble and remindful of God during happy moments. Apart from worldly activities, arti also represents oneself. Thus, Arti signifies that one is peripheral to Godhead or divinity. This would keep one's ego down and help one remain humble in spite of high social and economic rank. A third commonly held understanding of the ritual is that arti serves as a reminder to stay vigilant so that the forces of material pleasures and desires cannot overcome the individual. Just as the lighted wick provides light and chases away darkness, the vigilance of an individual can keep away the influence of the material world. Arti is not only limited to God. Arti can perform not only to all forms of life, but also inanimate objects which help in progress of the culture. This is exemplified by performer of the arti waving arti to all the devotees as the arti comes to the end, signifying that everyone has a part of God within that the performer respects and bows down to. It is also a common practice to perform arti to inanimate objects like vehicles, electronics etc. at least when a Hindu starts using it, just as a gesture of showing respect and praying that this object would help one excel in the work one would use it for. It is similar to the ritual of doing auspicious red mark, S, using kanku and rice. Arti songs. Hinduism has a long tradition of arti songs, simply referred to as arti, sung as an accompaniment to the ritual of arti. It primarily eulogizes to the deity the ritual is being offered to, and several sects have their own version of the common arti songs that are often sung on chorus at various temples, during evening and morning artis. Sometimes they also contain snippets of information on the life of the gods. The most commonly sung arti is that which is dedicated to all deities is Om Ji Jagdish Hare, known as the universal arti, and is another common arti song. Its variation are used for other deities as well, such as Om Ji Shivankara, Om Ji Lakshmi Mata, Om Ji Aimkari, Om Ji Adai Shakti. In Ganesha worship, the arti Sukha Kata Dukkahata is popular. In Swaminarayan Mandirs, Jai Sadguru Swami is the arti that is sung. In most temples in India, arti is performed at least twice a day, after the ceremonial puja, which is the time when the largest number of devotees congregates. In Sikhism the arti sung is Gagan Mein Thaur. Arti in South Indian temples. Arti performed at South Indian temples consists of offering a camphor lamp to the deities and then distributing it to the devotees, who line up. They hover their hands over the flame and touch their hands to their eyes. This may be done once or 3 times. It is the last ritual performed in puja. Arti is also referred to as Deeparadhana in Tamil, Deeparadhana in Kannada, Deeparadhana Maharati in Telugu, Deeparadhana in Malayalam. Arti in Gaudiya Vaishnavism. In Gaudiya Vaishnavism, arti refers to the whole puja ritual, of which offering the lamp is only one part. A shankar is blown to start the arti, then an odd number of incense sticks are offered to the deity. The lamp is offered next, and then circulated among the devotees. A conch is then filled with water, and offered. The water is then poured into a sprinkler and sprinkled over the devotees. A cloth and flowers are then offered, and the flowers are circulated to the devotees, who sniff them. The deity is then fanned with a kamara whisk, and a peacock fan in hot countries. Arti dance in Durga Puja. During the Bengali festival Durga Puja ritual, drummers dakis, carrying large leather-strung dak, show off their skills during ritual dance worships called arati or Dhanuki dance. Arti in Sikhism. Amritsari Sikhs resist performing arti as Hindus perform, but few Sikh gurdwaras perform arti in similar manner. It includes 2 takhats, Hazur Sahib and Patna Sahib. Few Nihangs also carry out arti in same manner. According to them, difference in their arti is that Sikhs do arti of divine wisdom, which is in form of Guru Granth Sahib, where Hindus perform the same before stone idols. The concept is similar to bowing before Guru Granth Sahib on knees, the practice which is common in Hindus while bowing before idols. However, this being said, when bowing before the Guru Granth Sahib, you bow before the divine knowledge of the Gurus, and not for its physical form. Arti is done with the thali and Ravidasi bhavans that still house the Guru Granth Sahib. See also, arti, blessing, Ji Jagdish Hare, Jai Sadguru Swami, Mantra Pushpanjali, Shankar. Notes. External links, Gange Arti in Varanasi, article about arti, 30 Hindu deities arti, Ganges arati video QuickTime streaming video of worship of the Ganges in Haridwar.